Hi guys, it's Anne. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh my goodness, it's been such a long time since I have done a YouTube video. Thank you so much for those of you who have reached out asking me if I am okay. Thankfully, yes, I've had a couple of moments that I've had to deal with and hospital stay in there, but other than that, we keep moving forward through some tremendously amazing energies, transformative times. Some deep inner work has pulled me inward to really focus on healing. So many different layers have been shed, and it's amazing to me how through the years of going through this process of understanding the root causes of some of my actions and behaviors, some things that still come up and have been coming up for awareness and clearing and grief surrounding that have been very big indeed. And it has been a little bit challenging at times emotionally to get through some of these heavier, denser energies as it relates to my own inner experience, my personal life. So many aha moments, but the result of that has been some very challenging truths that have been residing in me for such a long time, and I've been in such denial about them as it relates to those in our world, in our very close personal space, and who have influenced us to a large degree and have established some of our programming. It is a very eye-opening experience, if you will, to really go through and feel through the depths of those energies in that process. Definitely not always easy. It's just a matter of to keep moving forward. On top of that, layered on there is the fact that being a highly sensitive person has affected me in so many ways in my life, which I was not aware of until I was in my 50s. But it's also energetically, I'm able to pick up on the subtle energies, if you will, not so subtle to some of us, in the atmosphere, and all the various things that most of us that watch me are aware of, but they have been very big and intense as we are collectively shifting here. A lot of awareness on this topic now. It's so exciting to me coming into this a number of years ago, talking about many things that are now sort of common speak, which is just fabulous to see the rate of higher consciousness coming into play here. And it's definitely not for the weak of heart, no pun intended, this journey. And it is meant to be different and unique for every single one of us. Again, I used to say there is no cookie cutter approach for this. We have to go through it. And through is hard some days, let me tell you, especially if we're layering on other things too. So the universe offers up different challenges for different people. And each one of these things is providing us with levels of understanding about ourselves. There's no question. So big energies have been, the last few months have been absolutely insane. I mean, so much so that it's impossible to even capture it from moment to moment. The amount of levels we're moving through, the amount of timelines, if you will, changes that are occurring, that some of us feel, we know we're sort of in another dimensional aspect, into a different frequency, and it feels much different for us than maybe for someone else. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we have to learn how to really deal with the energies on a daily, ongoing basis. It's just part of the course of this journey now. It's like, oh, this is a big energy day, and learning what works for us in terms of management, understanding, and how to leverage that. There's been a huge amount of transformation occurring in so many of us. I've transformed in so many different levels. Emotionally, absolutely. Mentally, yes. Spiritually, huge. Physically, even physical changes. These energies have been very demanding on me physically, on top of what I deal with as a individual who also is being dealt the hand of having to deal with also the medical community, as well as everything else. So much of this process is a psychological game. It is really working with yourself to stay in line and in tune with how to deal with this stuff, how to give yourself a break sometimes, just to step back. And that's what I had to do, is really step back from communicating with you in order for me to really gather my thoughts, feel like I'm making sense, because this journey is so wild that we don't know what's next. We don't know what's happening. And it is just so much around the leveraging your knowledge in terms of learning how to walk through each and every day the best way you can, and just to do the best you can do. That's all we can ever ask. And so much is involved with all of those things. I've learned so many different aspects. I have written journals on this over the past 6 months. The biggest thing that I've been personally dealing with is this aspect of grief and denial about something that I believed to be true, that I really didn't want to believe was true. And in fact, it really, it's like walking into a brick wall. And it really set me back in terms of my heart space, in terms of my belief system, in terms of my emotional well-being. And this was hard work to walk through this emotional pain and try to regain my alignment with understanding why this happens. So that's really been what my experience has been. So many different insights on a regular basis. There's no question about that. We are changing. We are shifting. The world is aware of this fact that it's going on. We are responsible for our own energies, for taking care of ourselves. Really, really super important. We continue to move forward with surrender, with trust, with grace, with compassion, with heart, with presence, and with love for all of you, for everybody who knows that something is moving and shifting and changing, and is requiring a lot of us to really sit through, to work through, to move through some of these challenging times. So keep going, keep at it. I'm so happy to talk to you guys again. This is just a short video to let you know everything's cool. We take each day. We enjoy each day. We're gratitude for each and every day that is presented. And that's good enough for me. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.